Okay. So today's is the 13th class. The class is how to measure engagement and return on investment. So essentially, it's KPIs that we are going to talk about in today's class. So KPI is key performance indicator. So it's a key performance indicator, key performance, key performance indicators. So this key performance indicators are sort of the metrics that we use to measure the success of our campaign that we run on social media or on any platform. Um, I also was trying to create a seller account into Zoomia so that we can check out the analytics that they have. So the analytical bit of these would be a little bit different, but then essentially it will have the more or less the similar thing as in any of the other insights, the analysis part. Okay, so understanding KPIs. We have been talking about key performance indicator from the previous classes also. Please do not mind this part that much because this is AI generated and they usually do they don't bring in that figures up that much. So the this was supposed to be a screenshot of a analysis panel. So, key performance indicators are quantifiable metrics that organizations use to evaluate the success of their social media strategies. So, I am talking about social media in here because the class is about social media KPIs, social media KPIs, but KPI, it occurs in any of the business ventures, and it's just not limited to marketing. Key performance indicator will also be about for any process. So a business will have different processes, production pipelines they call, and then logistical pipelines, and lots of different. Each part of a business function it's can be defined into processes, and each process can have its own KPI. So KPI is a key performance indicator. So um, how a business can judge the performance of their organization. So they will be setting up some key points to look in, as in customer satisfaction, maybe more sales. So KPIs are goals that they set for short term, mid term, and long term goals. So that is KPI in a nutshell. And then in this particular class, we are talking about how KPIs occur in social media strategies. So how KPI is being used in digital marketing, and specifically when we are talking about digital marketing, we're talking about the social media bit in this class. But then remember, key performance indicator is a business function. You can call it. So it happens in many phases on for a business. So KPIs are quantifiable as in like quantity wise. So we can set aside a certain amount of quantity, we can measure it. So it's a measurable metric that organizers use to evaluate the success of their social media strategy in today's classes case. So they provide a way to measure how effectively social media activities contribute to a broader business objectives. So essentially, it's the measurement part that we need to concentrate on. That KPIs are measurable and how we can judge a, a campaign, a social media campaign is successful or not. So we are also talking about ROI, which is return on investment, as in how much a business is putting in the money for the campaign and how much they are getting in return on that investment. So that's what return on investment is. So KPIs are crucial in social media as they help track performance, distinguish what resonates from the target audience, and provide insight into user engagement. So we have been talking more or less this all throughout most of the classes because we need to be able to measure and not just run a campaign, but then we need to also be able to tell that that campaign is successful or not. Since when we are doing say a campaign essentially will involve creating content and then publishing it on social media. Say a campaign will include creating videos on TikTok and then publishing it on TikTok. So say I have a business and then I want to run campaigns, and then I hire a digital marketer, and then I ask what's the quote, because of course since this is a business activity, so it's not going to be for free. There will be a price involved in it. So the digital marketer says he will need XYZ amount of shillings for the cost and everything. So then I say, okay, let's go ahead. And then he creates content and then publishes it on TikTok. Now, how do I tell that that's a good investment or that's a bad investment? Like I won't be able to tell if I don't have any KPIs set to it. So like I don't have to set the KPI, of course, that's the digital marketer's job. The digital marketer has to uh, create the campaign in a way and then set a KPI. So when you guys would be creating campaigns for your businesses, then you would need to discuss with your clients about setting the KPI, and then you would ask why they are doing that campaign. So the campaign is it for awareness, is it for sales, and is it for other certain things and all. And then the business will say, okay, we need more sales or we need more awareness. Then you will fix that, okay, KPI is sales, increase in sales. So when we run the videos on TikTok, we will run it in a way, we will create a strategy in a way that will impact on sales increase. So the business will have an increase in sales. Then we will show them the number of sales conversion. That's the keyword in there. So how many people got interested in it. That one is called lead generation. And then how many people actually converted, sales conversion. So how much product or services they could sell. So that's how a digital marketer will be able to track performance of that campaign and will be able to show to their clients that how much of return on investment they got. Without KPI, it will be just posting on social media. Like everybody has Facebook, everybody has Instagram, everybody has TikTok, like depending on country and nations boundaries. So everybody can publish content. So we are talking also about paid, owned, and earned media. So it can also be organic posts, like when I post something or you post something on the internet on your own social media account, mostly that one is organic, because we are not pushing it, we are not targeting it, and we are just publishing it in our feed. We are posting it in our feed, and our friends and whoever they see, then they will be able to react to it. But we when we are doing a campaign, we cannot uh, do that in similar way. We have to uh, do it in a way that we can show to our sponsor, the business for whom we are working, that how your campaign have been effective and how we could help in your campaign, and how like return on investment, like how much you have invested. You gave 1 shilling, and then through that campaign you got back 10 shillings, sort of like that. So we'll be able to quantify, we'll be able to track the performance, and then we will be able to show it to our clients. So distinguish what resonates with the target audience, because it's all about data analysis and provide insight into user engagement. They allow marketers to justify expenditure and improve future strategies. So marketers to justify expenditure, that's what I'm telling, we are discussing, and improve further strategies as campaign number one that we had. So that campaign we are pushing it, and then we saw that okay, that have increased sales, but then the sales is less. Then we sort of go through the data, and then maybe we come across that okay, the awareness is less, people don't know that there is a brand, or maybe people don't know that people can buy things in Zumia, maybe. So Zumia, the brand, maybe it's only popular within a certain age group, but teenagers, maybe it's not popular within people of other brand. That's just for an example. So then what we can do is we can do awareness campaign for Zumia. So sort of like that we can improve future strategies. So by defining clear KPIs, organizations can focus on relative metrics that align with their marketing objectives, like what I just said, that it's like when we set KPIs, then we are basically concentrating on certain metrics. Like in here, maybe like the net interactions, maybe in this case. And then I wanted to go through this. I just got a phone number in here, so maybe I will create the account, and then we will. Maybe I can try to do it now. Just give me a moment. Then we will have more. 256. Okay. Then will be 7274 63557. Let's say individual. That's already being used. Okay. XYZ. Maybe enter. Okay, service you at someone doesn't sell operations at your location. Okay, my location is being tracked. They know that I am doing it from India. So maybe you guys can just try creating an account with different Google this, and then you'd be able to see the dashboard in there, the analysis, the analytics that they have. So which one will be similar to YouTube analytics? So this is the dashboard. This is another analysis insights. They are in Meta. They're calling it insights. In here, they this is channel analytics. So in here, can focus on relevant metrics. So maybe views. Maybe we focus only on the views when we are doing awareness campaign. We are not focusing on the watch time and subscribers and everything. Then we are just focusing on the views on one particular campaign. On another campaign, maybe we are trying to increase the subscribers. In Zumia, maybe we are trying to increase the number of sales and all those. So when we set clear KPIs, we can focus on relevant metrics that align with the marketing objectives. This enables them to analyze campaign effectiveness. So, of course, this is for the measurable bit that we need to be able to tell the business for whom we are working that if the campaign is being effective or not. So, we need to be able to measure it, allocate resources efficiently, like money is a resource, budget is a resource, and then our focus and attention also is a resource. Like people would be working behind it for the campaigns and all. So those also are like human resources. So we can, if it's effective, then we will allocate more resources. If it's not effective, then we will release that resource and then we will use that resource in some other campaign which is being effective and ultimately enhance return on investment. I, are you clear so far, the class? Are you clear, class? Do you have?
Yes, we are clear.
Okay, thank you. It's good to get some responses every now and then, so that I know that you're being able to understand. If not, then of course
Okay.
I will try to explain it and as with as much ease as possible. Okay, so type of
Right.
okay, thank you. So type of engagement KPIs. So when we are talking about engagement per se, then we would be talking about organic and paid likes and shares. So this is organic and paid. Let's make it and likes and shares. So either it's organic or it's paid. So organic is when there's no payment involved. So organic posts cannot be targeted. Organic posts can organic post it's posted for your subscribers already or your followers, whoever is there in your account or your page. Suppose you have a Facebook page, you have a TikTok account, then whoever have subscribed to your page, the followers, so they will see your organic posts. And of course, with the use of hashtag and all, we can try to increase the organic growth. So using hashtags also, we can increase the reach of that post, and then that post would be shown in different to different people who are interested to those hashtags. And then paid is where a payment is involved. So specifically, we are talking again. This one is a social media. So for social media KPIs, so organic likes and shares results from genuine engagement. No payment is involved, and they are genuinely interested in your content or genuinely interested in you. That's why they are following your content. While paid interactions typically arise from targeted advertising efforts. So when we create a campaign, we will see that more nicely in the next class when we are creating a campaign. Then there we can actually target, and then we can place where we want that ad to be shown, what type of age group what age group of people we will need to target and all those. So this we will go on with the next class. Itself will be creating campaigns in the next class. So we'll be doing social media campaigns in the next class. For that, to understand why we are doing certain steps. So that's why we are discussing this before we actually are on the platform and then creating the sort of, we are doing the theory before the practical. So paid interactions typically arise from targeted advertising efforts. So paid interactions, paid ads can be targeted. Both types are essential for measuring audience interest and content effectiveness. So that's why in here we also have paid and that planner. Okay, we'll go on to this more that in the next class. So for now, just focus on organic and paid. So organic is no payment involved. We are just posting the content on our social media handle, and paid is where we are creating an ad. So when we are doing paid, then it's boosting. We don't need so much of a strategy to boost one particular post, but then it's always good to have a strategy so that we know where our money is going. So this is about likes and shares, engagement KPIs. So how do we tell KPI is key performance indicator? Sort of it answers the question, how do we measure? So measurement. So how do we measure engagement? How do we tell that a post is engaging or not? A page is engaging or not? So when we are saying how we tell a post is engaging or not, we tell it by likes and shares. How many people have liked the post and how many people have shared the post. This also can be paid likes and shares, or like paid ad and then non-paid ad. So when we do push it, we create a strategy and then we push it to a certain and age group, certain amount of certain region, and location and everything, and then those people will see our content and then they will like it. And if they like it too much, then they will share it if they think that other people also should be knowing it. And organic is when we just post it and then they are liking it and our followers are sharing it. So this is engagement KPI, key performance indicator for engagement. That is likes and shares, comments and mentions, So comments and mentions are valuable because you already know. So like I don't have any definition in here. So maybe for the definition you can always go to chat gpt, or like just do google search, and then you'd be getting a proper definition if that is required in your exam. But in your final exam, I mean. So comments and mentions are valuable for gauging sentiment and interaction levels. Gauging also is like to measure how we can measure sentimental connection. Like sort of like how connected the people are with that particular post that you posted, or that particular video that you posted. And then they would be doing mentions as well. They would be mentioning others in your post, and then they would be mentioning you also in their post if your post is inspiring. They provide insight into how content resonates with users and can indicate areas of improvement. So if there are no comments and mentions, then of course then we need to improve our content. We won't be able to tell till we start getting responses. Like when we first post, then no response. Maybe 1 month, every day we keep on posting, no response. But then we start seeing an increase in response after maybe 2 months of time of daily posting. And then gradually when we go move on to the third month, we have that certain posts will have more comments and mentions, and then certain posts will have less comments and mentions. For okay, so see, it's like certain posts have 931. This is 10 shares. 931 people viewed it. 65 people liked it. 6 people commented. This one, 216 people they viewed it. It's zero share. 10 people liked it. So now we can go through this 568, 15, 1, 3, 7, 4, 6, 12, 2, 0, 4.3 thousand, 80, 3, 6. So we can tell that what our audience is interested in from this sort of analysis when we go through this. And then the type of content that they are increasing they are interested in, we can double down on that, and then we can create more content like that for our audience to keep them engaged. And when we keep them engaged, then gradually that also with a strategy we can we can convert them to do a sales conversion. So this particular in this example, it's this one is a neuro rehab, so neuro rehabilitation center. So he is a doctor. So and he also have posted different where he have traveled and all those. He has account of those also. This is in ASMEs. So, but for a neuro rehab, since it's a hospital, then he would need people to come to his hospital, people to be aware at first, and people to be aware of what sort of treatment he gives. And then there's testimonials, there's other sort of content, as in the services that he provides, and all those. So this is engagement KPI. So we have likes and shares in engagement KPIs. How we measure engagement. So we measure engagement from likes and shares, whether it's organic or paid, from comments and mentions, as simple as the number of comments we get and number of likes and shares we get. So it's very simple. So zero is no comments, and then 1000 is like like very good. So When we are setting a KPI, then maybe we will, if it's for a new page, then setting KPIs also, it has to be realistic when we are setting a goal. So if it's a new page, we cannot set a goal that we need a million views or a million likes and shares. We cannot do that because that one won't be a realistic goal even for comments and mentions. As in, if this is the track record of this particular page, then when we post a new content, then maybe we can do it double, triple, or maybe four times also. It's like a good that like it's sort of like expecting highly for the next post to give to have a four times the impressions and four times the shares and the views and the likes maybe. So the 80 is the maximum, say, from this five posts, which one is done on 12th April. So the next post, maybe we can just expect 160 likes, maybe 240 likes, but not more than 300 likes. Setting something like a million likes and for this page would be an unrealistic KPI. Then for engagement, we have click-through rate analysis. So click-through rates is the short form is CTR. In mostly in Zumia and everything, you will get this sort of metrics. When we are creating the campaign, we will go through it more nicely. So for now, CTR measures the effectiveness of calls to action in social media posts. So say this one, performance breakdown, creative view, publish. Let's go to this ad post. See, this design logic atelier, call now. Call now. This is for Facebook and this is for Instagram. Is it visible? Is this
Well, the smaller ones can't be read, but it's visible.
okay? Okay. So this call now is a call to action. So I am calling out call to action. It's like a trumpet. It's like a that call out symbol, like when we are doing. So it's like a call out like this. It's like a mic call out mic. So no, it's like a call out mic like this, loudspeaker. So call to action, you can imagine it something like this. So we are calling out our viewers to take a certain action. So that's why CTA, or it's called the short form, it's called CTA, and the full form is call to action. So when we are designing anything for a social media campaign for digital marketing, then that has to have a call to action. So we need to tell the viewer what action they need to take after they are done watching the ad. So maybe when it's a video, then a video, the last line would be uh, click like, subscribe, share, maybe that, or maybe visit our website, call at this number, like those sort of things. So like those are call to actions. So in here, where did it go? So in here, this call now button is the CTA. So Uh, Click-through rate is how many people have clicked on that call now button. So we have impressions and the maybe again go to analytics. Last 30 days we go to this is like so link clicks we have 168. We had this is already done the ad campaign. So we had 168 link clicks. So for per click, the amount spent is 760 rupees. This is Indian currency. So when we divide 760 by 168, we get 4.52. So per link click. So this calculation here is your click through rate. So a high CTR indicates a successful engagement, whereas a low rate may prompt a review of the content approach. So this one, when we done, since it's like 760, we did not spend too much money on it. So 168 is a sort of an uh, average number. So it's not great, it's not bad. So for the money we spend, we get good, sort of like okay average return. The content could be improved. So that's what we came across this particular campaign that we did. So impressions, the number of times a user sees an ad or a link, like impression is the number of posts that we got. Content. Impressions. So this content say okay. At first, I would say that I'm going from different to different platforms. The name might be a little bit different. Like Google is calling it analytics. Facebook it's calling it insights. Zumia might call it a little something else, but then essentially these impressions would be impressions, and the metrics would be the same. So please do not get confused with that. If you are, then do like let me know, and then I will try to clarify it. So this is for the entire channel analytics for my personal channel. So the numbers are not like that much high for YouTube, but then just for the sake of the class and for your understanding, I am showing it that like from data available, this one is 28 days span, March 24 to April 20th. My channel it had impressions, and then it have been shown on different feed and different mobile devices across devices. It had 17,100 impressions. So that's the number of times a user sees, not a user, maybe like it's a 17,000 users saw my ad or link. Maybe from this 17,000, maybe 10,000 were new, maybe 7,000 were like repeat, like that. So for example, if your ad is shown 100 times, that's 100 impressions. Now, when we are doing a campaign, if your ad is shown 100 times, then that does not guarantee that you will have 100 clicks. So click count is again a different one. Number of times a user clicks on the link or ad. So that is the click count. So the CTR, when we calculate the CTR, it's total clicks divided by total impressions multiplied by 100, because it's like the rate, so it's in percentage. So that's why we are doing it with 100. So that's the CTR formula when we calculate click through analysis and all. It might seem intimidating, but then I hope it's not, because it's very simple. Number of impressions is number of times your ad is shown, and then how many times people have actually clicked on your link. So that's the link clicks, like that. So we are doing, this one is click through rates. So again, this one is engagement KPI. So if we have set the KPIs as engagement, we want people to engage with our channel, our content, our post. Then these are the metrics that we need to notice. So for engagement, types of engagement KPIs, for engagement, it's likes and shares, comments and mentions, and then it's CTR. We have impressions, clicks. When we are doing CTR, then we are going through impressions and clicks. But then essentially, we are focusing mostly on the click through rate. We are focusing on the rate. This one was for engagement. Now we are doing awareness and conversion metrics. Are you clear with the engagement KPI?
Maybe again on the formula.
Okay, you did not got the formula.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, say the total impressions. Say for the example, your ad is shown 100 times, so that's 100 impressions. So on 100 times, say, okay, let's, okay, I'm using Microsoft Paint for more easier this. Say this is a laptop. This is maybe it's too big. Maybe this is a phone. This is an Android. This is maybe iPhone, and then this is a PC. Say this is a TV, maybe a bigger TV. Maybe this is a TV. Okay, so these are devices essentially, and then we have like more mobiles, and then laptop, and then maybe computer, PCs, desktop, and all those. And then this is say in one particular area, or around the globe, or whatever. It's not confined to. It may or may not be confined to one location. So we have posted an ad. So we have posted an advertisement. So we are advertising, and then our ad, it comes on the laptop. It's shown on uh, different devices, the same ad, and then it comes on the TV also. On, maybe we're watching YouTube on a smart TV, and then there's the skip or whatever button, and then here we have go to website, the CTA, call to action, right? So this is the ad. Then again on the computer, maybe this is the ad, and then we have ad. So our ad, now how many times have our ad been shown? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 times we have, this is 9 impressions. So this again can be that it's So this is 9 impressions. It can be shown to like different devices, different times, different placements, and all. That one is uh, the impressions that is showing. Let's go to news portal.
So impression doesn't certainly mean like someone deciding to click on the ad.
No, yes, like you are correct. So
So it
impression.
basically means just as long as someone sees the ad, that is impression.
Yes, sees or not see seen also is not actually included in the this, like see, like for example, this one is an website. So I this is an Indian Express, so advertisement is coming up in here. So I am going through. So this is HDFC Life. But I am here for the news bit. So I am reading Indian Express, journalism and courage. I just skip this part, right? And then I go down, could not believe my eyes. So it's there. But then I am not seeing it. I'm not reading it. But even then, this is counted as an impression.
Okay.
So this is an impression, but I'm not. I have not read it. I'm here for something else. So I am just scrolling it down, and then like maybe we will get more ad. So this is sponsored again. Secure your child's future with strong English fluency. Okay, so they are teaching, but looking at the picture too, it just looked like it's like somebody there. So I just skip that portion also. Like I didn't read that. Say for example, even but then this Planet Spark, for them, this also would be shown as an impression. So the impression have increased. I'm here for the news. I read the news and then I'm done and then I close it. I'm done, maybe. So this is an advertisement impression. So this one, it will show. This one will show that there have been the impression have increased, and then in here the call to action that they gave is read more. We go to other ad. Where was that? Okay. Then in here also they have a sponsored. It say learn more. So if I click on this link, now that's a click. Now this one is a click.
Okay.
After I click, I come to this landing page. This is where I land. But then I interact it with not. This one is not. It's like if I interact, then maybe this one will be counted as something else. But then essentially for the impression bit is this is impression, and then I clicked on the link. So that is a click. So that impression and clicks. So CTR formula is total clicks divided by total impression multiplied by 100. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Okay. So uh, does that makes it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so the CTR formula is total clicks by total impression. So maybe uh, say for example, three clicks, three people of 100 clicked. So we can maybe three people clicked on the link. I mean the CTA link. So this one, the X from the example, it will CTR equals 3 divided by 100 multiplied by 100. So the CTR is 3. So that's what the formula is about. Are you clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So similarly, the same thing is in here also. Impressions is 17.1. It does not like on YouTube when we are surfing on it YouTube, we will see a lot of thumbnails, lot of content. So each time content is shown on your on your screen, that is counted as an impression. But no matter you are reading it, you are noticing it or not. Similarly, in for all of the this metrics, so for all of the platforms, even in Zoomia and everything, so an impression is where it is shown, irrespective of you are interacting, a user is interacting with it or not. So this one was the KPI for engagement. Now it's awareness and conversion metrics. So metrics for awareness and conversion, that is reach and impression tracking. So reach refers to the total number of unique users who see your content. So impression refers to the total number of content is displayed. So in here, if I refresh it, this one is loading up again. This one have changed now. We have here.com. So they have this another ad. If we refresh it, let's try to find that HDFC thing. So here, okay. So I get two times we saw this here.com even after refreshing. So the impression have increased. This size ad and this size ad is different. One is vertical and one is landscape. So this landscape, the number of impressions have increased to 2, but then it have reached uh, basically the first time when it reached me, then that was the reach count went to 1, suppose. And next time when I refreshed, then even then the reach will be 1 itself. So that is not going to increase because it have not reached any new unique user. So impressions, so reach and impression, the difference is that impression is every time there is an impression, as there every time ad or a content is shown, that is counted as an impression. So the impression will always keep on increasing, but then reach will increase only when it is impression is in on a new unique user. We will see that matrix in here too. Views, plays, content. Maybe we'll need to go to particular click-through rate and all those. Okay, let's not try to search it in here. Okay, monitoring these metrics helps to evaluate the visibility of social media campaigns and adjust strategies for broader audience engagement. So this is for awareness and conversion metrics. So when we are trying to make people aware that there is a product or there is a website or there is a service, say Zoomia, say when Zoomia first came up, or like Zoomia's competitor, there's another website which is like like Zoomia's competitor. Then we need to make people aware that there is a website similar to Zoomia where people can like buy, and sellers can sell their products and people can buy products, different products. Then we look at the reach, and of course the impressions will be there. When we are talking about engagement, we are talking about just impression. When we are talking about awareness and conversion more specifically sales conversion, then we are talking about reach and impressions, lead generation and sales conversion. So this is like conversion. So lead generation is um, uh, lead generation is okay. So lead generation focuses on capturing interest through social media. So lead generation will be active lead. So say say for example this the seller, the website, where we want to make people aware that there is a website where people can purchase goods item which is similar to Zumia. Then every time we have people who are interested in, so those who are interacting with the posts, we will count them as a lead. Link clicks, this is the amount of lead that our ad have generated. So here we have the reach quotient, like new from followers, and like for the content. um, no conversions here. So okay, what, okay, say for example of this, let's refresh it once again. Okay, we have the same ad again. So if when we click on it, it means we are showing an interest in this content. It can also be an accidental click. Nonetheless, this one is will be considered as a lead. It have that ad. It will be saying that this ad have generated a lead. So this is lead generation. I have clicked on here. So this is a lead generation that I got. But then I have not ordered this product. Check if you qualify. Okay, this one is hearing aid. Is it free? This one is for hearing aid for people who cannot hear that very well. Is on a mission to take the latest German hearing aids available. Okay, so that this ad have generated a lead, but then it's have not made a conversion yet. It will do a conversion when I will actively go and I will buy this product. So in case of Zumia, say they have in Zumia also, see, like if we try to do TV, This is sponsored. Take notice, it's sponsored in here. So this one is an impression, and all of this maybe Vida. The previous time we had some other website brand. So this is MI as well. Download install apps. No need of this. So this is counted as an impression. So Hikers, Century, MI TV, Ledvi TV. So they all of them they got one impression. They increased one impression, and from here say I click on one, then I clicked on the ad and I came onto their panel. So they have they have got a lead. Like I am an active lead. I am a lead for them. And if I go to add to cart and then I actually buy it from the cart, if I actually like check out, then that one is like conversion. But I don't have an account here, so I don't even need a TV. Anyway, so that one is if I make the purchase, if I check out, if I make the purchase, then that is a sales conversion. Conversion reflects the success of turning leads to customers. Tracking these metrics is crucial for assessing the effectiveness of social media campaigns in driving sales and fulfilling business objectives. So, then again, another term which is similar to this, it's more for the process of the business, but essentially we are working on a funnel itself. So funnel is like a pipe. It's like a fuel funnel. So this is a funnel. So that's a sales funnel. So lead generation to sales conversion. Different products will have different steps. So this is lead generation and sales conversion. And like we had click-through rates here, we have customer acquisition cost. Customer acquisition cost represents the cost of acquiring a new customer and is essential for understanding the return on investment of marketing activities. By analyzing CAC, customer acquisition cost, businesses can refine their marketing strategies, optimize spending, and ensure profitability. Customer acquisition cost is the total amount a business spends to acquire a new customer, including all sales and marketing expenses, including the content creation and everything, like whatever they need for that campaign to be effective. So, if a business, this is an example, if a business spends 1 million, no, it is 10,000, 100,000, 10,000. Okay, it'll be $100,000. So, for example, if a business spends $100,000 on marketing and sales activities and acquires 1,000 new customers, then the customer acquisition cost would be 10,000, like, sorry, 100,000 divided by 1,000, which is $100 per customer. So that is the customer acquisition cost. So essentially, when we tell that to our the business, then we'll be using those metrics. Just like for land, there's a square foot, square inch thing. For furnitures also, and then say when we are in Zumia, then even Zumia also we are doing it in inch. Then we can also have a per inch cost like we are like essentially breaking it down into smaller bits for easier calculation, and then uh, like remembering. So just like that, customer acquisition cost, we also are breaking it down. So customer acquisition cost is to acquire a new customer, the cost that a business is spending. Is Are you clear with the awareness and conversion metrics? These all are just basically keywords. I want you all to be acquainted with it, and then to know that there are keywords like this, customer acquisition costs, and all those. In practical real life, in near future, I do not think that you would be like, not, I won't say like near future. I would say like maybe in the next 3 4 months you won't have any practical use of this, until and unless you actually start doing campaigns for businesses. But then once you start doing businesses, and then when you're doing it for corporates and all, then at those time you'd be needing all of this. You'd be needing customer acquisition cost. You would need click through rates and all these. So when we are creating a campaign, when we are creating the strategy, then we have to be aware of all of these metrics, because maybe uh, the customer acquisition cost for some brands are lower than $100. This is just an example. So for an example, I'm saying the customer acquisition cost of a brand is lower than $100, and then you are proposing to do it for $100 per customer. Then, since the company is already getting somebody who are doing it for lower than $100, so we cannot actually say to our client that we'd be needing a 1,000, like $100,000 for the marketing and sales. We would rather be saying we would bring one. We are targeting to bring 1,000 new customers at the cost of $100 per customer. So they would be able to do the math, and then they would say, okay, then the total expenditure would be um, $100,000. You can do the same math in your shillings also, and then you can have a customer acquisition cost per customer, and then you can target for how many new customers you would be bringing in, you would be pulling in for that brand. So that's how you would be able to pitch your product as well, your service as well, I mean. Okay, any questions? Okay, so then we are moving on to interpreting the data. So it's basically similar to data analysis, where we are analyzing data, and then we are analyzing the KPI trends. So evaluating KPI trends over time enables organization to identify patterns in user behavior. So here are some examples. Mm, uh, say for some examples of KPI, financial KPIs, which are revenue, the profit margin, return on investment. This is related to finance. So we are directly setting a KPI where we are talking about the revenue bit, how much, not the profit, but the total amount of revenue that the business is generating. We can set that as a KPI. We can do on the sales KPI. So sales growth, sales by region. In Entebbe, how much it is in Kampala, how much it is. We want to increase the sales in Entebbe or in Kampala, and those sort of KPIs. Customer service. This is for say for a TV, for TV repair, for TV installations and all. Then the washing machine installations. Those are form of customer service. So net promoter score, average resolution time. Then there are marketing KPIs, traffic to lead ratio. Traffic, as in say, we can say traffic is where the impression, we can call it impression to lead, impression to actually how many people are clicking on the lead, and then how many are actually buying our products or service. Cost per lead is similar to customer acquisition. So cost per click, CPC, and similar thing. Operational KPIs are order fulfillment time, time to market. These all are just examples. So when we are talking about analyzing KPI trends, so it's evaluating KPI trends over time, enables organizations to identify patterns in user behavior, engagement levels, and the impact of specific content strategies. By understanding these trends, companies can make informed decisions and tailor their approaches. All of this might be a little bit too much to take, because the different type of businesses dealing with product or dealing with services will have specific different type of KPIs. So this KPI that is here is um, from the different ambit of the whole spectrum of KPI. So we are talking about analyzing, interpreting data, where we are saying that when we analyze KPI trends, we can identify patterns in user behavior, their engagement levels, the impact of specific content strategies. By understanding these trends, companies can make informed decisions and tailor their approaches. They can improve, and then they can make better decisions, and they can make better decisions in reaching their goals. Benchmark comparisons. Benchmark is like, we have those who are tech savvy will be more familiar with the word benchmark. So benchmark is when two companies or competitor companies, they compare their KPI results against industry standards. There's industry standards, as in if you ISO levels. There's ISO, International Organization for Standardization. Say for ISO, since we are talking company, we are talking business, we are talking this. So, but it's, you have to know this. But to start a campaign, of course, you need not be knowing so much in depth about it. But then, essentially, when we are doing high profile clients, and like big brands, big companies, they have to do the benchmark comparisons, and then they have to adhere to the ISO standards. Say, for there's safety, security, and risks. Then there's the privacy also is one form of like in ISO requirement. There's environmental management, occupational health, information technology, AI management system, ISO of 42001, 2023, and all those like different quality management systems requirements. So there are industry standards. These all are industry standards. Then our competitors. Competitors is for one brand competing with another brand. Say for this TV bit, there's Le TV hikers, hikers. So these all are competitors, and they can compare uh, their KPI metrics, and then they can compare it with the ISO standards as well. So that is like benchmark comparisons. Again, we are talking about interpreting data, how data can be interpreted, how data can be analyzed to do the KPI trends, the benchmark comparisons, and identify areas for improvement. So when they compare it with ISO standards, they see that they are lagging behind in 1 or 2 points. They see that their competitors are doing better in the reach, in the sales, or in the revenue KPI and all those. Then they can identify areas where they can improve. So, careful analysis of KPI data should focus on identifying underperforming metrics or strategies. Understanding the factors contributing to these issues can guide adjustment and overall enhance overall social media effectiveness. This everything can be done through different channels, different medium, through website, through Google Analytics, and all those. But we can include traditional marketing as well. But then this particular class, we are talking everything, and then we are focusing only on the social media bit. So that's how we can analyze and interpret the data, and then we can do this, and then a brand can improve. I hope it's not rocket science. Are you being able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is mostly about like big brands. We started small, and then we are discussing about big brands. So ISO standards and everything, all those are what the big brands have to adhere to. They have to do all that. We are talking like Macintosh, Apple, and all those brands and all. So tools for KPI measurement, I am already showing you, like Zoomia will have their own tool. Then this is a Meta. This is Google basically. This is YouTube Analytics. Then Google Analytics also would be like similar. So these all are tools for KPI measurement. So native analytics tool overview. So Meta, this analyzes this insight that we have. This one is this it is native to this reporting, and everything is native to Meta, native to Facebook and Instagram. Twitter has their own metrics. Uh, Google has its own metrics. So like YouTube, this channel analytics has its own metrics. So these all are native. Zoomia will have their own metrics. So that one will be native to Zoomia platform, since they have okay. See, now the sponsored have gone. They're not showing me any ads anymore. Pay of delivery. Let's try to Control Shift R is refresh. Sponsored. Okay, I've got it back again. Okay, so since this is sponsored, this ad is placed within the Zoomia platform itself. They sell on Zoomia. If you're curious, you can create an account, go on sell on Zoomia, and then you can marketplace vendor. You can create an account there. My account, and there we will see the options the of measuring KPIs. So most social media platforms offer native analytics tools that provide insights into performance metrics, user engagement, and audience demographics. Familiarity with these tools enables marketers to harness platform-specific data for better decision making. So platform to platform, the names might be a little bit different. Just as Facebook is calling, what's this? Metasuite. Okay, Facebook is calling this one is Insights. They are calling it Insights, and then Google is calling it Analytics. Essentially, it's the same thing. In both, we will have impressions, we will have reach, we'll have conversions. We'll be talking about reach conversions. Essentially, the same thing, and some metrics they might change the name. They might change it, uh, just like this one is called a window in Windows, but then in Macintosh maybe they call it a little bit different. The button also, the control button is CTRL. It's a control button in Windows, and they like to call it command button in Macintosh, in Apple. So Apple has CMD, and in Windows we have CTRL. Essentially, is the same thing. Then there's third-party analytics platform. So Google Analytics is a third-party third-party analytics platform. But since Google Analytics can be fused into your website, into your apps, and then we can have the data in Google Analytics. There's also Hotsuite. There's Buffer. That's Hootsuite. So these all are social media where we get the metrics and everything. The We all can have a free account in here. The free trial. This one is free forever. Connects up to 3 channels. 10 scheduled posts per channel. Refill anytime. 100 ideas. One user account. AI assistant. Basic analytics. World class customer support. So your favorite accounts. Blue Sky. Okay. I had not heard about Blue Sky. This is my first time that I'm hearing about this social media. New social media apps are coming up. Do any one of you use Blue Sky? Okay, probably not. This is Google Business. Then there's Instagram. Then all of this can be linked with a Buffer website. So these all are third-party analytics platforms, with scheduled posting and other features. Comprehensive insights across multiple platforms. These tools help to consolidate data and provide a centralized view of performance, enhancing cross channel analysis and reporting. So, essentially, if you go on to Buffer, then there's Facebook, Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. So, I won't have to go to Facebook, go to YouTube, go to Google. I won't have to do all that. Everything will be coming in one website itself, in one place. We'll be getting all of the data. So that's why we use third-party analytics platforms. These tools help to consolidate data and provide a centralized view of performance, enhancing cross-channel analysis and reporting. So real-world application of KPI analysis, utilizing KPI data in real-world scenarios help to understand practical applications in improving strategies. Case studies or examples of successful serve as a purpose. So you will be getting case studies and examples of successful campaigns. The ones that we also saw in there was a question in the test. Of course, some of the answers felt like copy paste, but I am happy that some of the answers were from the students themselves. Like they wrote what they like you all wrote. I think most of you wrote what you understood, and that's what the best part about that was about successful campaign. So you all can look for the KPI analysis and all those. You can ask ChatGPT about like the to show you about those campaigns about the KPI that was set and do a case study of all those campaigns and that will be an effective teaching tool. Okay, anybody?
Pardon?
Okay, no, I thought somebody was saying something. Okay. So yeah, so in conclusion, effectively measuring and analyzing KPIs is essential for optimizing social media strategies. By focusing on relevant metrics and tools, organizations can enhance engagement, improve ROI, and ultimately, sorry, and ultimately drive business success. So in this class, we're talking about the analysis bit and how we set metrics for awareness conversion, for engagement, and about using third party platforms as Buffer, Hootsuite, and depending on what your requirement is, Google Analytics also. So that's it for today's class. So do you have any questions? Anybody? Any questions?
Not as per now, probably when we go through, we might find something that we might ask about.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sounds cool. Okay. Okay then. Then